Hi, I hope you had a great 4th of July weekend. It's been exactly 1 month since my last real estate market update for Chicagoland, and I just wanted to bring you up to speed on what's been going on. Before I get into my graphs with data directly from the MLS, I just wanted to share my own personal take on what I've been experiencing, and I'm sure if you know someone in real estate or talk to anyone who's buying or selling right now, they'll tell you it's really busy, really chaotic out there right now. Interest rates are still really low. They're hovering right around 3%, which is insane. So there's definitely still a lot of buyer demand out there. And the majority of the area, I would say, is still in more of a seller's market. And when I've talked about this buyer versus seller's market before, I'll just go over it really quick in case you don't know what that means. It's based on the absorption rate or month's supply. So anytime the month's supply is less than 5, meaning if no other houses are allowed to hit the market, it would take that many months to deplete the inventory to 0. Anytime that month's supply is lower than 5 months, it's considered more of a seller's market. Low inventory, high buyer demand. When that month's supply is around 5 or 6, it's considered more of a neutral market. It's neither buyer or seller market. And then anything over 6 is considered more of a buyer's market. So more inventory and less demand. In a buyer's market, you're more likely to maybe get a good deal on a house, or at least a better deal on a house, versus a seller's market where you see multiple offers. And I think we're still, it depends on your town. So if you let me know what town you're in, it's really important to know where that month's supply is so that you know what type of market you're getting into. When I look on social media groups that I'm on, specifically on Facebook, I'm still seeing a lot of people posting, I've seen everything on the market. I'm not finding what I'm looking for. I'm looking for this and this and this in this certain area. Do you know of anyone that's looking to sell? And whenever you hear that quite a bit, that triggers there's just not as much inventory to meet buyer expectations and buyer demand. So it's more of a seller's market. So that's kind of my personal take on what's been going on locally, especially in Wheaton. But again, tell me your town if you're curious, if you're where that month's supply is. If you're in a buyer's or seller's market, I'm more than happy to give you that information. So on to the graphs. Key metrics, the first one I'm going to go over closed listings. Key metrics are pointing to a strong start to the July housing market. We're up 47% on closed houses when compared year over year. And then the next graph is under contract, and we're up 48% compared to July, the first week of July in 2019, which is a significant increase. That's huge. It just goes to show how much the spring market has been delayed, being that we're seeing that many houses going under contract in July. The next graph are new listings. New listings are up 9% compared to 2019. So we're seeing more houses hit the market. And then the next graph is average sold price versus median sold price. The line graph represents average sold price, but the key numbers to look at are the median sold prices, and prices are up 5%, which is very interesting because people will still think that you're going to get a good deal because of COVID-19. And that is not the case. And this data just goes to show prices are not going down, especially in Chicagoland. So COVID does not mean you're getting a good deal on a house. The next graph is showing time. So showing time is the software program that realtors use to schedule showings for listings, and we are still outpacing our showing activity from 2019. We're up 28.5% from this time last year, so still lots of activity out there. And then the last graph are open houses. As I'm sure you remember, March, April, May, all of the open houses needed to be done virtually. No public open houses were allowed in Illinois, and that has since changed. We are allowed to host open houses to the public as long as they are done safely with a limited amount of people inside the house. So this past weekend, the numbers were low because it was a holiday, but I expect those numbers to go back up going forward. So that's my market update. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out to me, and make sure you check out my new website, which is jennifernewsomerealestate.com. And I hope you have a great day. Bye.